Hi, welcome back to my revival. Do I exercise on this diet? Why, yes, I do. It just may not be how you might think. What do I mean by that? I am on a ketogenic, very low calorie diet. Usually people are eating between 800 and 900 calories a day, maybe a little more, and they're in a state of ketosis. On this diet, working out hard, well, you're not getting enough fuel to keep exertion like that up. So while they encourage exercise, they don't encourage a lot of exertion. It's a bit of a balance. They actually tell you about looking for your sweet spot because they jokingly call what we do on our weight loss program lazy exercise. I know. Oxymoron, I guess. But it's kind of true. They don't want you pushing like many times people who are on other diets really work out hard. They actually don't want you to. Because an interesting thing happens. If you push yourself a little harder, just a little harder sometimes, than what your body wants to do at this weight, it stops losing weight and says, you are working out too much, I'm hanging on to the fat. And then you're frustrated because you're thinking, what, I'm working out more, it should be working better. But it doesn't work that way on this diet. If on this diet you find that you plateau, for instance, they encourage you, to how's your water, what are the packets you're eating, and things like that. But they also say you might think of upping your exercise just a little. But it's always very little. Like, if you're taking 15-minute walks, try for 20. And maybe 2 or 3 times a week, not 4 or 5 or 6. just a few days a week. Why is that? Because more than pushing us to exercise extremely hard right now, they're trying to get us in the habit of exercise. Because in maintenance, they want us to have a habit of exercise. Why do they want us to have a habit of exercise? Because the number one predictor of weight loss maintenance success, number one over food journaling, is exercise. So guess who's going to be doing that in maintenance? And I had a good rhythm down. I was exercising 2 or 3 days a week, minor walking. I mean, literally, you saw me if you saw the brief video of Biscuit. I'm just walking along the road. I lost my train of thought. I can tell you how this affected me, this sweet spot business in the diet. I hit a plateau where I'd sort of stopped losing much, and I increased my walking. I'd been walking for 15-minute walks 3 times a week, 2 or 3 times a week. And I'd been getting excited that I'd been doing so much better, so I thought, I'll go to 20 minutes. And I did great at 20 minutes. But I got excited really quick and said, well, why don't I go to 25? Because I've been trying to get past the 20 for a while. And when I went to 25, my body held on to it. So guess what I did? I dropped right back down to somewhere between 11 or 12 and 22-minute walks. And I started losing again. So on this diet, there's this little sweet spot, this little place your body likes what it's doing. It likes the diet, it likes the water, it likes your sleep, and it likes that limited amount of exercise, not pushing too hard. Do more, it does not like it. Do less, you don't lose very much. When it wants to do a little more, just don't make it do too much more. So, see, gotta find the sweet spot. I actually may not be in ketosis right now. I'm not worried. Your body is smart, okay? And it decides it's designed so you won't starve. So when you get close to goal weight, your body isn't really sure what you're doing, but it knows that if you lose much more, you're going to start starving, right? So it stops and it fights you. In that process, I began gaining slowly. I think I mentioned a few videos ago, I went up like half a pound and then another half a pound. I think a third time I went up, and I, in the entire diet, have never done that. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I had gained like half a pound 2 different times in a year and a half, and that was after getting an IV each time, and sometimes they have sugar in them. And then I went right back down the next week. I never had any kind of a, go up, sort of a stepladder effect. So we were all sort of chatting, and you chat with your behavior specialist and you chat with your doctor. And I knew I was running really hungry, even at 5 packets and a snack every day. I was running hungry. And I told my behavior specialist, and she said, well, why don't you just try for 6? Just have 6 packets and see what happens. And I lost weight. And I talked to the doctor the next week, and he confirmed, okay, try it for a week, let's see what happens. And I lost weight. So they changed my prescription, and I can now get up to 6 packets a day. And there was just sort of not hemming and hawing, but just a few minutes of when he wasn't sure if I'd keep losing or not, till we saw it on paper, when I got on the scale. It was sort of, well, maybe we could have you drop a packet and add a certain fat you can get, I guess, over the counter. That's just like, I don't know, it's like a fish oil tablet type thing or something. It's just a fat. That sometimes, there's ways to sort of jiggle with the diet to get your body to agree to keep losing. But since up to now, anyway, it's been working that basically now they think I'm out of ketosis, but that I'm fine and they're not worried about me because I'm on a low-calorie diet. I'm probably eating around 1,200 calories a day, something like that. But my body was happier not being so hungry, eating less. So it was sort of holding on. See how weird it is? So I'm not stressed about being in a state of ketosis anymore. I just want my body happy enough to be finishing losing weight. Not worried about it. It's happening. I'm fine. They can toy with that fat packet thing if they want to. But anyway, I just wanted to do a video here of telling you when I was definitely in ketosis. I don't know if I am. I'm probably not. But when I definitely was in ketosis and I was on this diet, and before a foot injury, gastro problems, gallbladder removal surgery, when I was actually walking. It's coming back, people. Some of it's better. I'll still be doing my lazy walking, my, just sort of ramble up the street and ramble back a couple, 2, 3 times a week, unless my body wants to do a few minutes more. Now, once I get to maintenance, that's a different plan. But for now, yes, on this diet we exercise. If that works out for somebody, or if it doesn't, they slow down. The whole point of this part of the diet is to lose the weight, and hopefully as quickly as possible. And so if it's holding on to it, then you're not losing as quickly. So you jiggle things around about waters, and you try some exercise, and you say, oh, that worked, that didn't. And you find your sweet spot, and then you stay in it, and or you morph from it to a little more or a little less. So your body stays happy, decides not to decide it's starving, and keeps losing weight. Anyway, have a good week.